Before we came to the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club, my wife and I were full-time workers. We worked paycheck to paycheck. We did everything we could just to pay the bills and keep food on the table.
I think what impacted our family the most out of all the things that the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club offered was the relationships that we got to build, especially with the Corps officers. They would do a Wednesday Bible study with the Boys and Girls Club kids, and it was an amazing time for the kids, I know, because they would come home so happy that evening. They would tell me all about the things that they learned from the Bible and how much fun they had.
It never really separated for us. It was never separate. We knew that it was a Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. I grew up Boys and Girls Club of America, and I could see the difference between the two. If we were not a part of the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club and we were never introduced, we wouldn't be a family. We wouldn't be together anymore. I was a drug addict, alcoholic, when we met the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club, and it was that initial introduction into the Salvation Army that one day I ended up going to the Salvation Army Adult Rehabilitation Program, and it totally changed my life. My wife and I got back together. We were separated. We were as close to divorce as you possibly could get. And I remember my mom got saved, my sister got born again. It was a ripple effect through my whole family. We became a Christian family. We became a God-centered family. And it started because the Corps officer poured into my children. And that's what I get to do here. I get to pour into the kids of the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club program, and I just go in there and play sports. I get to have fun, we fellowship, but the kids go home and they tell their parents. I remember one mom came in and she's like, "Who's Lieutenant Michael? I gotta know who this lieutenant is. My kids come home every day and they talk about Lieutenant this, Lieutenant that." And I got to invite that mom to church. And now that family is a part of our Corps. I come to the office and there's a chance for ministry every day. And we get to have that in our own building. We go searching all the time. Where can we minister to? Where can we go? We try to do so much outreach. But in the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club program, the kids come to us. The parents come to us. And we get to minister just by relationship and fellowship. And it's just a great tool that we get to use. Being a beneficiary of the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club program, and now being an officer in that role overseeing a Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club program, I know the impact that it could have, because we would not be here. I would be in prison, we would be divorced, and there's no way that we would be in this role.
I want to know that every child that walks through our doors is being shown the love of Christ. And I want to know that every family that is enrolled in our program is being shown the love of Christ, because that is exactly what was shown to us. And I believe wholeheartedly that without that, we would not be where we are today.
And I think as officers, we have to understand that it's not two separate programs. It's not the Salvation Army Corps and the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club. It's one and the same. And knowing that the officers that spoke into our life, and now we get that chance and we get that opportunity to have our Corps members and ourselves just pour into this program, that's what it's all about. It's about making sure that these kids know Christ. And it doesn't matter, Corps program, Boys and Girls Club, it's all the same, and just bridging that gap and getting it together, because it was never intended to be two separate things, but to be together, and that's where the true ministry is going to happen.